it took him 3 months to record this record. Wow.
That's a long time to me, man. Although, you know what's crazy about that is it's really not, because we live in a time now where people just churn out music all the time because it's so easy to record it. But if you think about it, back in 94, 95, dude, recording music was like you had to go to a studio, you had to book time, then your drummer had to go and track, then your guitar player had to go and track. But it was like a whole thing. It was all a mixing board. It was all on real tape, at least analog, I think back analog, you know, it wasn't digital quite yet, or maybe it was, but it wasn't like a normal thing like it is now.
They're recording on digital audio tape.
That's insane. So we're celebrating 30 years of another punk rock album. That would be Pennywise, About Time. It came out on June 13th, 1995. It is 12 songs, a more robust 32 minutes. That is a much longer average song length. About Time is the third album by Pennywise. It's widely considered to be one of their top releases. It includes their concert staples. I hate that word, concert. Their live show staples, Peaceful Day, Perfect People, Every Single Day, and Same Old Story. Most of the album follows the theme of problems with the time, fear of it passing, controlling it, accepting it, etc., etc. About Time is the final Pennywise album to feature bass player Jason Thirsk, who self-deleted on July 29th, 1996. That is horrible. R.I.P. to him and his family. I know this is 30 years ago, but man, my condolences, dude. After debating whether to break up or not, or to move on with a new bass player, Pennywise decided to hire a new bassist, Randy Bradbury, who's been with the band since then. While About Time was the final Pennywise album to feature Jason Thirsk, it was not their last album to contain songs written by him. He was still alive when they were writing Full Circle, and he co-wrote some unreleased songs that would eventually appear on the band's 2014 album, Yesterdays. Pennywise enjoyed moderate success and gained supporting slots on national and world tours with bands such as The Offspring. And there's a whole list of bands that they've toured and recorded, toured with and opened for, due to constant touring and appearances on snowboarding and surfing videos, as well as skateboarding videos. Their album sold around 200,000 copies, which is a shitload if you think about it. In the latter part of 1994, Pennywise began writing and recording their third album entitled About Time. They entered Total Access Recording in Redondo Beach that December and recorded their album over a 3-month period. When they were in the midst of recording it, Pennywise was courted by several major labels who approached the band following the unexpected multi-platinum breakthrough success of Green Day and The Offspring. Pennywise rejected the idea of signing to a major label, and they decided to stay with Epitaph. Let's hear it for Pennywise for being a couple of real ones, dude. Sorry for the long write-up. I'll try to get these read a little bit before we do this next time and be able to speak it a little bit better. My apologies.
Good. It took him 3 months to record this record. Wow.
That's a long time to me, man. Although, you know what's crazy about that is it's really not, because we live in a time now where people just churn out music all the time because it's so easy to record it. But if you think about it, back in 94, 95, dude, recording music was like you had to go to a studio, you had to book time, then your drummer had to go and track, then your guitar player had to go and track. But it was like a whole thing. It was all a mixing board. It was all on real tape, at least analog, I think back analog, you know, it wasn't digital quite yet, or maybe it was, but it wasn't like a normal thing like it is now.
They're recording on digital audio tape.
That's insane, man. So, you know, and this album is incredibly tight.
It's a great record.
Dude, this album rules.
This album is particularly important to me, man. I think I warped this tape. I played it so much.
That's amazing.
I would put it in my Walkman and I'd fucking skate all over fucking, you know, the burbs with it and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
that's awesome.
This Pennywise is like, there isn't a band like them. They're
so good.
They're very like, it's an iconic Southern California skate rock 90s sound. You know, I call it Dag Nasty worship. Essentially, a lot of these bands that came out of like the early 90s, like SoCal scene, really took what was happening on the East Coast in like the late 80s, like the melodic hardcore sound, and then readapted it in California.
Okay.
like a lot of those riffs come from that era. Dag
Dude,
Nasty.
I don't know much about Dag Nasty. Should I do a deep dive?
I think so. You would kind of see where a lot of these early Epitaph bands got their sounds from, man. Bad
Dude,
Religion.
consider it done.
So the guitar player for what's it called? Bad Religion was in Minor Threat. Brian Baker.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Brian Baker was also in Dag Nasty. So
I did not know that.
he kind of created this, like, I don't want to say created, but like he was at the forefront of like this whole melodic hardcore style of music, right? Which a lot of the SoCal bands were really influenced by.
Okay.
You know, in the mid 80s, and then they kind of ran with it. It was this mixture of like hardcore and punk, essentially, that just came together to create this sound, you know? And they were kind of like the West Coast version of it, of Dag Nasty. They're the like subject matter on this record in particular, it's pretty dark but positive also. It's like
True. No, that's absolutely correct.
they have a lot of songs that are like more or less atheist, you know, and like their subject matter. They're like, you know, what the fuck? Who cares what happens after you die, man? Like, just live for today. This is all you have. But you know, they're kind of putting a positive spin on a question that everyone has, right?
Right. Well,
like
it's
question of what happens after you die, you know, kind of thing, you know.
I think Jim Lindbergh is like almost 20 years my senior, maybe like 15 or so. It seems to me like they were probably, and I'm just speculating, I don't know actually their ages, but I think they were probably in their 30s when they wrote this, and they had probably been in the band and touring on the road for a long time, and they were maybe hitting like a midlife type of, maybe not crisis, but like, you know, hey, what's up with this type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I could be wrong, but and also with the loss of a friend, you know what I'm saying? It's really gonna mess your head up, man. I mean, this is one of the things that I love about punk rock so much, is that we get to know the musicians that we're listening to. We get to hear them tell us that they feel just like us. And that's not really prevalent in a lot of other music. Some pop songs are like that, sure, but a lot of that stuff's just real shallow and glossy and bubbly, right? Where punk rock is like, hey man, like sometimes life's a kick in the dick, man. And sometimes it's not, sometimes it's great. But I think these dudes are a very realistic band, and like you get that idea from them, like having a hiatus and stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on. Sorry, I mean,
no, not at all. So I mean, the lyrics on this record are so relatable. It's like a friend is sitting down and talking to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, you're depressed and like shit's fucked up, but he's like trying to cheer you up. You know what I mean? And it's to a soundtrack of melodic hardcore. You know what I mean?
Right.
The way that Fletcher plays guitar, you know, it's just so fucking cool, man. Like, you know, that band in particular, that band in particular at that time was really, really like crucial in terms of like how I identified with punk and music, you know, and that type of music, you know.
100%.
Bad Religion was another one of those bands. Stranger Than Fiction, that album in particular, came out around the same time, if not.
Yeah.
I
don't know what year it came out, but it was somewhere around then.
94. It might have even been a year earlier than that. But
hey, real quick,
I can't say enough about this record, man.
I have some thoughts about that. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
No problem.
30 seconds. I'll be right back.
You're good.
Thank you.
We're good. Don't sweat it.
I was like sitting here and I was like, I'm either going to have to get up and just run to the restroom real quick, or I'm going to sit here and squirm for the next 30 minutes. I was like, I'd rather just go to the restroom. I'm in the master bedroom, so I have a restroom right next to me. So it's very convenient. Thank you to my wife for that. So, okay, my thoughts on this are pretty simple. There are a select group of bands that when you say epitaph bands or fat bands, and it's not a bunch, it's like maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 bands, maybe 10 that you immediately think of. And these are all of our foundational bands. These are our bedrock to everything that we love, right? People can say whatever they want about Pennywise, about being repetitive. I call it consistent. I think that they found a style they were good at and they stuck to it.
Yeah.
And I think that takes more courage than you would maybe think off the top of your head. My point is that Pennywise is one of those bands that like people strive to sound like, dude. People want to sound like Pennywise so bad. Nobody else does outside of 98 Mute. They sound a lot like Pennywise. Other than that, you've got bands that maybe have some similar riffage, or maybe one dude sounds kind of like Jim a little bit, but you don't have a band that you can go, that sounds like Pennywise. So they're a foundational band, and this is like, I'd say this is a top 2 or 3 album of their whole discography, and I think it's a beautiful record, man. I like the cover art; is striking. I love that it's got that giant time bomb on the front of it. It's just like, it's so obvious that it's like, hey, man, urgency. Play this record now. You know what's crazy about that is that I talked to Rob earlier, and I said, hey, man, I'm talking to Nitty tonight. He actually said some kind words too, and I said, we're going to do a Pennywise About Time and AFI. And he goes, whoa. And he like reaches over to his record player and pulls over his thing. Was he listening to Pennywise About Time?
Nice.
It's a perfect record, man. It's quite literally my own, I guess it's not perfect because there is very few. 10 out of 10, no skips and perfect aren't the same thing to me. Not very many records are actually perfect. Even Out Come the Wolves, my favorite album, isn't perfect. It's my favorite record. But the only complaint that I have would be that for 12 songs, I'd much prefer it be 25, 26, 27 minutes versus 30. I think it's a little long, but not that's it. I mean, that's my only complaint. And if you listen to the record, it doesn't feel like, it's not labor intensive. You're not going, I got to get through. No, it goes by quick. So it's not like I'm really
right,
grasping at straws here to come up with a complaint, but it's a fantastic album. I have a few songs that I want to bring up real quick. I think that outside of So This Is Freedom, this has my favorite songs on it. That's my favorite Pennywise album. I think this is my second favorite album. Yeah. I like all their later stuff. I like NoFX's later stuff too, man. But I mean, again, we're over here like asking me like, what's my favorite slice of pizza? I like all pizza. So, but my favorite would be this kind of pizza, like thin crust cheese pizza, crispy on the bottom. But it's still, Totino's pizza is still great food to me. I still love pizza. So nothing about their catalog is bad to me. Like, I don't really consider the album with the other singer on it a Pennywise record. Outside of that,
what other singer?
They have an album with a different singer.
Like later in their career or earlier?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Dude, no.
Jim quit the band for one album. And hold on. It's called dude, you should listen to it. It's interesting because like
the Wild Card album? A Word from the Wise or something?
I don't remember. I don't even remember what it's called, dude. Hold on. Do what?
That one came out in 89, 90.
Yeah, no, it was no. It's like middle of the 2000s.
No way, dude.
Yeah, and so
there's a Pennywise album without him.
I know, it's very strange. I can't remember which one it is.
It's weird.
Maybe it's the Fuse. Hold on. I'm just gonna have to Google it now.
I don't mean to.
No, it's all right. No. It still matters, dude. Let's see.
All or Nothing.
Oh, it is All or Nothing. Okay, yeah. All or Nothing. It's not a bad album. It's just not a Pennywise album. It sounds like Rise Against and The Offspring because it's got a different It's got a different vocalist
on it.
Outside of that, their whole discography is pretty great to me. I mean, it's like their worst album is probably like an 8.5 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Like that says a lot, dude.
I really liked Unknown Road a lot. That was a good album.
It's a good album, man. It's really that's what my point was, is that you're really just going, which is the first
And Full Circle.
What's the best
me,
AFI album? It's well, who knows? It's
it's
one
between
of the
Unknown Road and Full Circle. Like that little stretch of 3 albums is probably the best of Pennywise.
If you listen to Land of the Free, and then you listen to what's the fucking one right after that? It was
Full Speed Ahead was pretty good too, right? Whatever. Is that what
Straight Ahead. Okay, Straight Ahead and Land of the Free. If you listen to those albums, you don't get better production than that, and that's one of the reasons why I like those albums better. But it's all just being real nitpicky. I mean, if I see them live, what songs do I want them to play? All of them, dude. All of them. I like all of them. So,
so you're a Pennywise fan. Hell yeah.
Cool. I love this band, dude. I love this band. So
let's talk. Pennywise is like, I just want to mention one thing about them.
No, you're fine.
They are Southern California skate rock. Like,
yes.
By definition, if you look up like what is fucking like SoCal skate punk, melodic skate punk, Pennywise, dude.
Dude, I got a lot of shit for calling them the greatest skate punk band of all time. I stand behind that. Pennywise is the greatest skate punk band of all time. Like you said, when I think skate punk, I think Pennywise, not NoFX, not Bad Religion, not Rancid, not Blink-182. No, that is either punk rock or that is pop punk. Skate punk, Pennywise.
I would say
not No Use for a Name. Some dumbass was like Strung Out. I was like, Strung Out sucks. I don't like that band.
I used to love them when I was a kid.
I'm not a big fan of that band at all, dude. They don't. Sucks is a strong word. Okay, I'm being very gaslighty here, but I don't really care for their music. I tried. I don't like it. It's whatever. Do what?
It's the vocalist, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. So okay.
Kind of cornballs. I get it.
No, I'm not into it, man. The 4 songs that I like them best on About Time are Perfect People, which I think might be my second favorite Pennywise song of all time.
That's a good one.
Searching, Not Far Away, and Same Old Story. I could literally put those 4 songs on a tape and just repeat those 4 songs over and over and play the tape. I would probably play it all day. It would just never get old. I just love all those songs. Perfect People is so catchy, bro. At one point, I used to think that his vocals, because he changed his vocal styling a little bit after this. Do you know what I'm talking about? He had like a little that he did on this album that he didn't do on anything else.
Yeah. The first couple records, he did that a lot.
Yeah, so that's one of the things I like about this album.
My favorite songs are Every Single Day.
Good song.
Peaceful Day, Perfect People, Waste of Time, and probably Same Old Story.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. I mean, we got 2 of the same favorite ones, dude. Those are. The best part is though is that like I can't even say that you're wrong about none of that, because those are all great songs.
Yeah, album's a banger front to back, dude. Like it's
yes,
like,
it is. It absolutely is.
It's like a no skipper for me, dude.
No, dude. No, this album is like a 9.9 out of 10. If they had a few more guitar solos and if they shortened it just a tiny bit, it would be perfect. But I like guitar solos. I like lead guitar a lot. I just love the way it sounds. I like rock and roll.
Wrist, though, man. That guy could fucking play.
Oh, dude, no. I wasn't talking any shit, dude. 9.9. If that's not good enough for them, that would surprise me.
You think it was a 10, Randy?
Dude, Jim emails me like, "What a dick."
No. I don't think he.
No, dude. I actually reached out to Jim. I hope he hits me back.
I would love for him to talk about this record particularly.
That's what I want to hear about, like the story behind it, man, because it's a very important album to me, man. I love this album. I really love it, dude. I can't wait to talk about all the hit stuff that was come out in 2000, but like the mid 90s, that's my favorite shit, dude. Rancid and Out Come the Wolves. About Time. Are you kidding me, bro?
Did you like a Full Circle? The
one yeah, dude. Dude, I like all of their albums outside of the one with that. I like their later material a lot. I say later, their middle of their career stuff. I like when you start hitting up like Straight Ahead. And the reason is though, is because that came out in 99. Then you have Land of the Free in like 01, I think. This is when I was becoming a man. And so From the Ashes is like a super underrated album. And so those albums came out when I was like, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that's when I was like getting my first jobs or my first real jobs, buying my own albums. So I didn't have a lot of money. So if I bought a record, I lived with that record, man. And Pennywise, Rancid, No Effects, they all had these albums coming out around this time that I lived with. This is one of the problems that I had with Rancid Self-Titled 2000 is that I didn't have a lot of money. So when I bought that record, I needed something out of it and I didn't get it. Whatever. I'm not trying to go on a tangent about it, but like it's I didn't have money to go back and go, well, I don't really care for this right now. Let me go get something else. No, I was stuck with that album for 2-3 months. And excuse me.
It didn't do it for you, huh? Rancid's return to hardcore.
I mean, look, I don't want to get into that record right now because I don't want to run my mouth, but
that's all right.
Mainly because I love that band so much, dude. Like they're so important to me. Like I would love to talk to Lars and Tim about that record just so I can get a better understanding of it. I'm open to the fact that there are things about it that I don't know, and so that my opinion can and likely will change if I ever get to talk to them about that. Because outside of that, they've got like a perfect track record. There's nothing else that I have even anything to say negative about them outside of that one record. And even then, there's a few songs on it I like, and there's a bunch of B-sides I like.
Album came out in '95 that was really important to me.
Which one?
Everything.
Dear
Sucks.
You. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. That's a '95 album, huh?
Dear You. I fucking love Dear You, but that's.
I really thought that's what you were gonna say.
I love that fucking album, dude. I'm a big Jawbreaker fan.
Yeah, but it's not really my jam.
Oh, they're fucking great. But
I don't dislike them. I'm not a big fan either.
Everything Sucks was so good, dude. Descendants, come on, man.
You know that I just became a Descendants fan like maybe 8, 9, 10 months ago.
Oh, really? Dude,
yeah. So it's interesting because I don't want to go into the story like long form because I've told it before, but I used to just not get it. Like when I heard their music, the lyrics were dumb. I just didn't get it. Right. And then I was going to go see Circle Jerks and the Adolescents play with Descendants. And I thought, well, if I'm going to go see this band play, I'm not a fucking poser, meaning that I'm not going to go and see a band play that I don't like and then talk about it later. So I need to do some research, listen to some of their music, and at least go in good faith and have a good time. And I thought, if I see them play live, maybe it'll change my mind a little bit. Before I even got to that point, do what?
They're such a good live band. They're incredible.
Well, so yes, but before I even got to that point, I watched a documentary, and I don't remember what it was called, but it focused on Milo when he was kind of young. And he reminded me of my oldest that was in here a few minutes ago so much that it affected me emotionally. And I was like, oh shit. And I just immediately understood all this stuff that I thought was stupid. I understood it wasn't stupid. It was his personality shining through these songs. And he's just a little quirky. And I was like, oh, he's like my kiddo. Except he's a grown ass man now, very intelligent. Well, it just unlocked something that I just didn't understand. Totally, so when I saw them play live, it was like a weird, like spiritual thing for me. I was like, I'm so glad that I did that before I got here, because I also filmed it and I enjoyed it. And then I got a photo with him and I thought, man, this is the universe going, hey, you need to pay more attention to this band. And so shout out to the Descendants and that band, that album being a really good one.
I mean, I also, that's an album that I picked up when I was in like 7th grade too, right? I mean, that was on Epitaph.
Well, I find it incredibly important to be able to talk about how, I didn't like this band until I was a middle-aged man, and then I watched the thing, and dude, it's okay, man. You don't have to like everything that we like. You don't have to. You can like whatever you like, and it's okay. Like, and also, if you don't like something that everybody else thinks is awesome, who cares? Totally. And I just want like the younger people that watch this channel to understand that, because, dude, no matter what community you're a part of, punk rock is very welcoming. It's very intimidating too, and so. I want kids to understand that I can talk like an old grumpy shit sometimes, but bro, just be you, do you, and as long as you're being cool to everybody, it shouldn't matter. And that's another message that's all over that album, Pennywise, that we're talking about time. It's all over that album, man. Do you, enjoy your time, be in the moment. That song, Perfect People, bro, are you kidding me? That's exactly what that song's about. That's right. Don't worry about that plastic bullshit, man.
Don't compare yourself to anybody else.
Yeah, man. Go outside, skateboard, go start graffiti, and don't fuck anybody's property up if you can avoid it. But like, go out, hit up some like abandoned buildings, or go start drawing. Go get a camera that's a piece of shit camera and start taking photos. Like
what that album taught me was that Go out
tie
there
your
and
shoes.
do it.
Oh, sorry.
Go out there and fucking do it. Whatever you're gonna
Yeah.
fucking do it. You got today. You're not gonna be young forever, man. Just fucking
Dude.
go. You know.
I mean, you
your
and I
life.
are 42. How
Uh,
many times do you think like, dude, that was fast?
don't remind me.
You know what I'm
Seems like
saying though?
it's funny up here. Like I'm 21, right?
Dude, I
But
feel like a kid still, man.
this fucking body is not. You know what I mean?
Oh, I go to a show and people see me film these live sets, right? And they go, "Oh,
Yeah.
the camera's kind of shaking." I'm like, "Dude, go get a harness thing, put the fucking camera on it, hold it up for 45 minutes and don't move and tell me how easy that is." And then get bumped into and ran into and, I love this stuff, man, but it is very, very taxing on my body.
All right, man.
So,
Well,
Pennywise, About Time, dude. Amazing, amazing album. I love it. I love Pennywise. I love dude, it makes me want to go to California and be like see some of the stuff they're talking about. See the I've never really been around the ocean that was pretty. I've always been in Houston's got Galveston. That's disgusting. The place is gross, man. One of these days I'd like to go to Cali and like see something like that. I'm gonna be in LA for like 5 days in a few months, dude. Like
yeah, then
March.
you'll be by the ocean. You'll be by the water and shit. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do something cool, man. I want to go hang out with people and film the city and like yeah, I'm gonna go hit some record stores and just like go be a California fucking dude for a couple of days. Like I'm pretty excited. Yeah, Pennywise, ain't good talk.
Good shit.
AFI is such a good band, bro. I love their old records so much, dude.
I'm gonna go back and listen to some AFI maybe next couple days.
I think I want to listen to some like middle career Pennywise again. I want to go listen to the Fuse, not the Fuse, From the Ashes. That album is awesome.
Middle career Pennywise.
Yeah, I like middle career No Effects too. Like everything, Pump Up the Volume and Later. Oh, it's
I
perfect.
can't do it, man.
No,
Nah, I can't do it, dude.
bro,
I
we're not
feel like-
friends anymore.
I feel like No Effects just should have stopped a long time ago. But that's just me though. I mean, I respect them.
I brought it up, dude. I don't give a shit. It's not offending me at all. I don't care.
I mean, I feel like they're one of those bands that they just could have been done in like 2003, you know? Like
I mean, I would have missed out on like 3 or 4 albums that I really truly love right now, but whatever though. I don't care. It's their life if they wanted to quit. But like they're lifers, man. They're not gonna quit.
you know, it's funny. I got Heavy Petting Zoo back in the day when
I hate that record.
And I like that song "Freedom Like a Shopping Cart." That's a good
It
song.
actually is a good song, but that album as a whole is pretty terrible.
I don't know. I was like, fuck, this album sucks. Like,
No, it's not good.
because I wanted Punk and Drublick, you know. I wanted a record that was just a fast fucking banger of a record back to back, you know.
Punk and Drum looks okay. It's not my favorite album by them, but yeah, dude.
Troops of the Venus good.
Dude, what?
White
Ribbed
Trash-
is my favorite.